So getting to £500 to a K a month on TikTok Shop is one thing, and being able to grow that and get to over 5K a month is a totally different thing. Because let's just be real, like to get to this point here, you could have literally had one lucky video and you'd make that much money. You could have got a free sample at the right time, and as someone that's made over 6 figures on TikTok Shop, helps multiple people get over 5K a month, as I'm going to show you. I'm just going to show you the actual strategies and things that you need to be doing if you want to get past 5K a month. And now the problem with people that are at this stage is they're probably focusing on the wrong things to try and get to that point of earning 5K a month plus. And it's not a case of you doing something wrong. If you're making money on TikTok Shop, you're clearly doing something right. But this video is really going to clear up exactly what you need to focus on to go from earning, you know, £500, £600, £700 a month to over 5K a month. And I know you're probably sat there trying to figure it out and thinking, I'm doing very similar things to these creators that are doing over 5K a month. And that's the problem. That's not actually the case. So what is the difference? The difference isn't the fact that you're doing something right. As I said, if you're making £500 to a K a month on TikTok Shop, you're doing something right. The creator that's doing over 5K a month is also doing something right. The difference also isn't the fact that the 5K a month plus creator is working harder than you, because you're working the same, if not harder than them, but they're still getting more results. So if all of these things are the same, what is the actual difference? And the difference is you don't know what you're actually doing right. And once you do know what you're doing right, TikTok Shop changes massively. Your thought process, your results, absolutely everything. You're just putting your time and effort into the right things. The 5K a month plus creator is using repeatable systems, like the ones I'm about to show you, so that you can consciously make that viral video happen. And the things I'm going to show you in this video aren't exactly for beginners. If you've made no money on TikTok Shop, there's still going to be a bunch of value in here for you. And once you do get to that stage, you're going to have this knowledge in your head already. But this is going to be for people that have made some money on TikTok Shop. They have seen the proof of concept. They have done something right. But just because you've done something right doesn't mean you yet have that thought process and understanding to be making serious money on TikTok Shop. And that's exactly why by the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to transform from this creator over here to this creator over here, making over 5K a month consistently. These strategies and systems that I'm going to show you are proven. This is one of my guys, Chris, who did £7,800 in January. I believe that was his first or second month with me. I can't quite remember. And when he came to me, he was doing something right already, just like you probably are as well. But once we actually implemented these strategies and systems, you can see great growth across both of his accounts. He has actually beat this month in February as well, which I'm going to show you, did an insane month, which I'm going to be showing you and breaking down later on in this video. So make sure you stick around for that. We have also got people that are mid-process. Abby, you might have seen her on my TikToks and stuff. She came to me making £400 a month after doing TikTok Shop for 14 months. Now, Abby, if you see this, don't beat me up, but that's not good enough at all. And then since that point, the progress she's made in 2 months is 5 times what she made in 14 months, trying to, you know, figure it out herself without the strategies and systems that I'm about to show you guys. So the first thing I'm going to run you through is something called the 70-30 product rule. Now, you might have seen me briefly talk over this on my TikTok. Here, I'm going to show you actual examples, video examples, account examples, and I'm going to show you how to actually implement this system. Let's get straight into it. My 70-30 rule is basically that 70% of your products should be products that you've already looked into and seen other creators doing well with. These are products that basically already have social proof. You've seen other creators doing well with them, you've seen the numbers growing, and there's already viral concepts there for you to sort of base your videos around. So this is a time period on my account, and some examples of some 70% products are these hooks here. I've seen a bunch of creators doing well with them. You can see 380k there, 180k there. Things like this P. Louise bundle, 100k there. This CarPlay adapter, 90k there. These smart food scales here, 770k there. And then we have the 30% products, okay? 30% of your products should be products that you have found yourself and that fit the winning product criteria. And some examples from this time period of that are products like this shaver here, 800k on there. Found it myself, hadn't seen anyone else promoting it, and there you go. Another one is this monitor stand here, another one that I hadn't seen anyone actually promoting. Got it, 150k views there. Had some really good conversions on that product as well. Another example up here, this pull-up bar. I had literally seen nobody else promoting this product. There you go, 180k views there. I have since then had a video hit over 1 million with that product as well. Now, let me break it down a little bit further for you lot. So, as I said, the purpose of the 70% products are products that already have demand. They're already proven to sell. Because when it comes to TikTok Shop, you don't have to reinvent the wheel every week. That's how you burn out. That's how you get a bunch of products that aren't selling for you. The other thing is time. In my 12K in 3 hours breakdown video where I showed you how I made that happen, I mentioned and showed the copy alter method. And you know, these 70% products are the ones where that works so effectively because content ideas already exist. People have already gone viral with this product. So it's easy to make. You don't have to come up with a creative idea that no one else has done, which is obviously a big problem for people, you know, consistently coming up with creative and good ideas for products. And the main purpose of the 70% products is ticking over consistent views and sales, keeping that momentum on your page going. Momentum is so important when it comes to TikTok Shop, especially when you're trying to scale to the big numbers. These literally make that happen. Now, let's dive into the 30% products, okay? The purpose of these are to be the first to products and make them go viral. These, like this here, are the products that you haven't actually seen anyone else doing well with, but you've seen them, they fit the winning product criteria, and you know that you could potentially make them go viral. Now, the reason these are 30% is they won't always work and they won't always make money, but when they do, they are going to be the products that convert like crazy because no one else has seen them. These, alongside the momentum from the 70% products, are the ones that are really going to drive those sales. And the crazy part about this system here is I don't see anyone talking about it. When I'm doing 30K months on TikTok Shop back in 2024, I'm using this same system. But even now, I don't really see anyone talking about it. And you might be thinking, so does this actually still work? And because not many people are talking about it, this is exactly why with a 70% proven concept seller, I did it with one of my guys, Michael, and he made £178 in a day. It's nothing crazy, but this is what I mean about ticking over the momentum. You can see here he had 300K product impressions. That's 70% product. And then in March, we started to implement some more 30% products. And if you look here, he had a £330 day. This was just a couple of days ago, but the bigger days on products that no one else has actually seen before. Obviously, we had to teach him how to look for products himself for these 30% products. But as you can see, this was a couple of days ago, and £330 in a single day from a 30% product that I hadn't seen anybody else promoting. So here's the big question. How do we actually find the products, the 70% products and the 30% products? I'm just going to quickly run you through exactly how to do that. So the 70% products, probably the easiest and fastest way to find these are with Social One. Once you learn how to use this right, this is genuinely an amazing tool to find those 70% products. As you can see on here, you can see all viral videos that have popped up, you know, 3 days ago, a week ago, 6 days ago. This alongside the TikTok app, when you know how to use them two together, these are going to be amazing to find 70% products. It's genuinely so simple. And then the more difficult one is finding the 30% products that you're finding yourself. You need to have the winning product criteria and understand your account specifically for your 30% products, because my 30% products aren't going to be the same as your 30% products. Now, when it comes to 30% products, the reason Social One isn't as good for that is because all of these viral videos that you're seeing here trending are videos that people are also seeing at the exact same time you are. So how can they be a 30% product if people have already seen it? People have already gone viral with it. The whole point of a 30% product is no one's fully cracked it yet, or no one's even promoting it yet. And that's exactly why we use things like Calo data. You know, once you've got the right settings in on there, this is an old one here, probably not the best one for 30% products. Let's just set the revenue growth rate to 0% here. On the later pages, you can start to spot products that have had, you know, the tiniest bit of social proof, but pretty much nobody's seen these yet. Because the issue with most people on Calo data, they're going to look at the first few pages and they've not got the right settings on here to not only find those good 30% products, but to find the right 30% products for your account. This is why it's really important to understand yourself and your account, because you need to be very specific when it comes to these 30% products. Like, I've just done a bit of looking, and this product here is looking like a decent 30% product for me. Like, this is so relevant right now. Everyone's trying to sort out their gardens and stuff with it being March. You can obviously burn like leaves and stuff that have been in your garden. I've seen similar ones to these do well in the past. Plus this one comes with this free shovel, which is another really good selling point. And then when I go over to TikTok, it's a good price point, free shipping, and look, it's got good reviews. Obviously it's not sold that many. This is probably the seller buying it on other accounts and just leaving some reviews, but then it's only got 112 sold. So this would be the type of 30% product that I'd maybe test. It might work, it might not, but this looks like a good 30% product for me. Obviously Calo data is paid, but another really good way to find 30% products when you know how to do it right is looking into the product marketplace, finding the brands with ad spend. As I say, 30% products aren't going to work every single time, but trust me, when you hit a viral video with a 30% product, you're probably going to see conversions like you've never seen before, because most of your wins that are coming right now are from products that you've just copied off someone else. You've gone and remade the video. I'm telling you now, that is not the best approach if you want to make serious money on TikTok Shop. Being able to balance between these two products here is the perfect balance to give you consistent income while still giving you the opportunity to break through and hit those big products. Now, what's the next difference between you and the 5K a month plus creator? As I mentioned earlier, right now, your wins feel random and unpredictable. You don't actually know what you're doing right. Whereas a 5K a month plus creator, when they make serious money or when they hit a viral video, it's predictable and it's structured. Because they're not doing it by luck, they're able to replicate that and do it multiple times over and over. So I want to show you this next thing. And this is something I call the campaign utilization strategy. Now, on TikTok Shop, obviously, you know, we've got campaigns, we've got deal drops, the spring sale, we've got other things popping up. And the likelihood is you don't even pay attention to any of that. You're reactive rather than proactive. Now, what do I mean by that? When a campaign hits, you're too late to products and the chunk of the earnings have already been made. So relating back to what I've just said, pretty much all of the stuff that you do are 70% products, but you're late to them as well. Now, when it comes to these TikTok Shop campaigns, the preheat period, so these are the days building up to these campaigns like a deal drops, this is the time you need to be putting your videos out, because when the campaign hits, that's when you actually see the fruits. That's when you actually start seeing the commission coming in seriously. And the flip side to this is a 3K to 5K a month plus creator are proactive rather than reactive before campaigns. They identify campaigns early, they order, film and test different concepts before the campaigns even hit. And once you know how to prepare for a campaign, you literally have an unfair advantage. And this right here is something that I've implemented with my guy Tom. He joined and he was doing £600 a month. One of the first things that we actually did with him was we showed him how to utilize campaigns and prepare for them properly. And he has gone from doing £600 a month to last month doing £3,800. So let me show you exactly what we did with him to do the campaign utilization strategy. So the first part of this strategy is pre-identify. This is phase one. And as you can see here, this is a screenshot. On the 4th of February, I sent in my weekly winning product list. So inside my Accelerator Circle coaching, every single week, I send product lists out for each of the groups. And this is me basically doing the pre-identify phase for him. I study the products, I analyze them, I see what's going to do well. And I don't just tell you what's already going to do well, I also predict a few products that are going to do well as well. So here, I sent in the product list. The next stage is pre-order. So inside the product list, I reminded them that the campaign's coming up, okay, the Beauty Crush week from the 9th to the 14th of February, and I put in a product list. Right here I wrote, these are going to dominate TikTok Shop for the next week or so. I know a lot of you don't do beauty, but they have a massive campaign coming up, so you should be aware. There'll be a lot of money to be made elsewhere, but if you're capable of promoting beauty, now is the time. Now, Tom's not the type of guy to do beauty, no offense, bro, if you're watching, but like, he's not the type of person that's going to do beauty. Beauty is very focused by the female creators, and me and him spoke about this. We were like, right, this isn't gonna be ideal for you, but I really want you to try and see if you can come up with some concepts where you can actually promote some of this beauty stuff. Because you have to understand there's other angles and ways you can go about making your content to promote beauty products, even if you're not somebody that uses beauty products. And that's exactly what we did. Like, I'll give you an example. I'm a guy, but I could promote female clothes by saying, look what I've just gotten for my girlfriend because it's on a discount. Do you know what I mean? So there's always other ways to work around it and still promote products if you want to bad enough. So phase two, pre-order. So under here, I had put a bunch of products that I thought were going to do well from Dr. Malaxin, which were in the campaign. He ordered them straight away and he started to post, okay? And this is exactly what I'm saying. He was doing these beware of the fakes videos.
So these are fake, and even these are fake.
He's not gonna be able to do the best transformation and visually appealing beauty product shots. What he can do is use other viral concepts from other people and implement them on the beauty products. So basically what he was doing was he was going, this is fake, this is fake, this is fake, with different links of the product, and then showing the one that he's got, the one that's actually from the official Dr. Malaxin store. This was a really good angle because obviously with beauty, the people that are interested in buying beauty don't want to buy fake or knockoff products. They're very self-conscious about their skin, what they put on their skin. And as you can see, he posted these before the campaign, and one of them got 362,000 views, the other one got 227,000 views. Now, what is the last phase of this strategy? Profit. This is me. I just messaged him earlier today when I was putting this together to send me the screenshots from his Dr. Malaxin profits from all the products that he did. And as you can see here, 2% 2.1k from this single like set here, £60 from this, £60, £50, blah blah blah. All of these Dr. Malaxin products in the past 30 days, this is how much it made them. All right, £2,347 from campaign focused products in the past 30 days. He's not a beauty creator, he's never done beauty before this, but when you prepare right and you utilize these campaigns, as you can see, you don't need to do it. You just have to have a smart way to go about it and be prepared early. So let me show you some of the campaigns that are coming up. These are the 2026 campaigns. And the reason these campaigns are good is because these brands have upped their ad spend, or they're using their ad spend during these campaigns. As you can see, it ranks the campaigns here as well, which ones are the biggest ones, which ones are the ones that, you know, really go. But as you can see, we've got like the spring sale coming up there. But the problem with this is, as you can see, where's the beauty campaign that we were talking about? These little ones that pop up, and I'm literally going to show you exactly how to find those as well. Campaigns are so important because it allows predictable performance. Like we said, the creators that are doing 5k a month, they predict, they know what's going to happen, they make sure they're in the right place to profit from whatever's going to happen as well. It's easier to get traction on the campaign products, plus the discounted prices makes it so much easier to perform on campaign and relevant products, even without putting in more work, okay? A lot of you people watching this right now might be guys, and you were probably so lost during the beauty campaign because you can see all of these beauty products blowing up and you're like, what do I do? You prepare and you find a way that you can market the products. So as I said, I'm going to show you how to find these products. One of the easiest ways, this is from another one of my product lists that I put in every week. You just need to go in the product marketplace and then go over here. And TikTok do a really good job of letting you guys know when campaigns are going to be coming up in advance. The ones that pop up, not just like deal drops and stuff, but also like the beauty campaigns. All of that stuff always pops up here. And if I was to go on my phone now, you'd be able to see these campaigns that are coming up on the 17th, the spring sale that's coming up. All of these things are going to be on there. Right? Once you learn how to prepare properly, it genuinely makes it so much easier. Now, obviously, there's a lot more that goes into it. They're just a few of the strategies that I'm currently using with my creators, with my students, to take them from numbers around this to 5k and, you know, beyond. You guys will have been seeing me talking about my students throughout the video, so if you are interested in hearing more on how to get into that, carry on watching the video. Anyone that just wanted to watch the strategies, I want you to go and implement them, and feel free to click away from the video. I run an accelerator circle coaching group for TikTok shop creators that have made at least £500 a month. As you can see, when Chris came to me here, he was already making 5k a month. He was seriously doing something right, but he was struggling to scale past that. Now, we used a few of these systems, but some of the systems that we used with him were a bit different because he was trying to get to, you know, the serious numbers. And as you can see, 5k a month in December when he first joined. His first full month, £2,800 more, and did £7,800 in a month. As you can see, the screenshots are down here. That was his first full month working with me. We then took where he was at and we were like, okay, now what do we need to do to get you to, you know, the big months? He wanted to hit 10k a month. The second month, which was last month, he made over 13k. Once again, you can see down here, I say Chris is a great creator. He was a great creator when he came in, but what he was lacking was just knowing what to do, the systems and the strategies to use to really grow and get more out of what he was putting in. And there, as you can see, he did 13k in February, and currently, let me just, 13th of March, he's already nearly at 10k halfway through the month. So you can see the growth that he's had from 5k, 7.8k, over 13k, and he's going to smash that this month as well. But there is people that are going to come in that are at a lower stage, like Abby. Abby was doing £400 a month before joining, after trying to figure it out herself for 14 months. And in 1 to 3 months, she has made so much more progress than she had made in 14 months of trying to figure it out herself. The difference is for the people that just want to make it happen quicker. They want to know exactly what to do and learn from someone that's already done it. So they're not wasting time testing and trying things out. They know exactly what they need to do. This was her joining month, so she joined, you know, partway through the month. She did do £660 with the few changes we were able to implement. First full month in the program, she did £2,200. As you can see, there's the screenshots there, some stuff about what she was saying. Last month, she did over £2,400 in commissions. That's obviously before her retainers. We didn't add her retainers on that one. And month 3, which is what we're on, she has beaten her previous month before halfway through the month. Once again, it is currently the 13th. She hasn't actually updated her tracker since the 10th, and by now I know with what she's been doing, she has beat beaten £2,400. And it's not just these creators that we've been able to help scale on TikTok Shop. I've helped a bunch of people, okay? You know, I've got Joe there, Michael, Tom that I mentioned earlier, Jay who's quit his job. You know, a bunch of people that have come in trying to figure out TikTok Shop for themselves, or they've just been consuming little bits of information here and there and just weren't quite getting the results they wanted. They decided to invest in themselves. And like, yes, there is an investment, but as I've said, and I've said in the past, every single person that has joined me, every single person, and has gone through a time period has made their investment back. So like when you look at the investment compared to the money they've made back, ask any one of them, it is literally nothing. We don't give generalized information. We give very specific information, work with everyone, go through their accounts. We give them weekly winning products that I have looked into and I've studied and I know are going to sell well. So it just sort of eliminates that guesswork. We do weekly calls. I give them resources, ChatGPT prompts, all the systems and strategies, absolutely everything, just to make their lives as easy as possible and get them to making as much money as they want to be making on TikTok Shop as quickly as possible. We are currently accepting the last few creators that are making over £400 a month. The reason we do over £400 a month is because there is an investment, and if you are making less than £400 a month, it's probably not the right investment for you right now. What you really need to be doing is watching stuff like this. I've got a full free course that I made a couple months ago that can get you to £500 a month. The difference is when you're trying to get to 3, 4, 5, 10, 15k months, you need specific information, not generalized information. So if you do want to book a totally free call and apply to work with us, it is going to be literally the only link under this YouTube video. So feel free to go and book a call. We're going to be able to see if you're the right fit for us, if we're the right fit to actually help you. If you are, then great, you'll work with us. If not, we're still going to direct you in the right place for the stage you're at with TikTok Shop. So one way or another, at the end of your call, you're going to have more clarity on what you need to do to grow on TikTok Shop. And once again, it is going to be the only link under this video. I appreciate if you could subscribe to the channel so we're able to help more people learn how to do TikTok Shop and make more money. And also leave a comment with anything else you guys want me to run you through and do a breakdown on as well. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Love.